with the Warrior faithful anxiously awaiting their arrival on the floor. The commute in full swing as we get set for basketball here in the San Francisco Bay Area. It's time for the NBA. And how about a look at the most recent power rankings? Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. You look at the Rockets, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they're just right now outperforming those preseason predictions. And that's because they're getting help from some unlikely sources.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Terry Rozier is out there with ball, and it's Hayward in at the 3 spot. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Wiseman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Thompson. Two teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
And it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are.
Rozier, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And Rozier is outstanding at drawing fouls on these kinds of shots.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game. And see, really, because of that raw athleticism, Rozier was a mid-first round pick back in 2015. And you can see, though, that skill set is evolving.
Well, that's why Charlotte gave him the 3-year, $58 million contract. I mean, the feeling is he's still reaching his full potential. We saw signs of growth last year.
Washington, that's good.
A little contact, but Washington stays solid. I mean, he uses some physical play to ensure the bucket.
Now, here's Wiggins. Good on the shot.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now, here's Hayward. 11 points for him in that last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
I mean, and you look at his free throw numbers. I mean, this shows you how much pressure he put on the defense.
And it's Wiggins missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And the basket by Rozier.
And when Rozier is making this, everything else becomes easy. It's like seeing him stretch the floor.
Wiggins passes to Wiseman. Over Zeller. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Washington with it. Working on Green. For 3, Hayward. Warriors with the rebound. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
And when the bench steps up, it takes pressure off the starters. And they stepped up big in that game.
On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Zeller, and he gets it to go.
We always talk about Thompson's perimeter shooting, but there, he shows some real toughness inside.
And here is Rozier. His last outing, he had 24 points. Hayward outside. Shot on the wing, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Green. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
With that violent pinball style, Draymond draws a high number of fouls inside.
The Warriors shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Hornets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Rozier finds Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
Here's Thompson, poked loose. Ball with it, picked up by Thompson. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Thompson for three. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got 5.
And this is Thompson's calling card, a lethal three-point shooter with unlimited range.
Pass to Hayward. It's deflected. A nice shot by Zeller.
Timeout.
Zeller's got his second basket of the night. And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Chris, he's checked in for Wiseman. Eric Pascal comes in for Green, and Oubre subbed in for Klay Thompson. Now, here's Pascal. He had 10 points in the win against San Antonio, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And looking at Curry's stats, one thing that jumps out, and it may be a little surprising, for the last 3 seasons, he's averaged over 5 rebounds a game.
And those rebounding numbers, GA, just speak to Curry's overall impact.
And when you look at Steph's size and the amount of time he spends on the perimeter, there's no way he should be cleaning the glass like that. But you can't teach heart and you can't teach instinct, and he has both.
Now here is Martin. Pass to Biyombo. Just 5 on the clock. Over Chris. No good off the back of the rim.
Does a good job just to get the shot off clean. Even if you can't knock it down, the fadeaway is really his only choice.
The game now all time. Wiggins has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Such a smart read by Curry. He has an uncanny ability to know whenever one of his guys is in.
The pass to Biyombo. Here's Monk. Martin trying to free himself up.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, so far both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end, but we got a lot of game left to play.
For 3, Oubre. Another 3 for Golden State.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Monk. The feed to Biyombo. He dishes it to Graham. Monk, no one around him. From outside, off the mark. The Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Borrego and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Unsurprisingly, he's focused on what it might take to slow down Steph Curry. Coach told me whenever possible, we'd like to force him to shoot over length. But that's going to take a total team effort and quick rotations. It's easier said than done. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And it's Graham missing. And here's Curry who brings it up for Golden State. The dish to Oubre. Graham against Curry. The Hornets pull it in. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
I mean, I flat out, I thought they looked overmatched. I thought they lacked aggressiveness and heart out there.
And the Warriors with possession here. Following the bucket by the Hornets. It's stolen by Martin. Knocks it loose. Oubre with the steal. Here's Curry. Lays it in off the breakaway. Curry's got 6.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Passes it to Monk. To the paint. Here's Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And it's exciting watching Bridges continue to grow. This guy has a hunger to keep getting better.
The Hornets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Thompson surveying the floor. Here's Pascal. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Inside, here's Biyombo. And the dunk by Biyombo. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Hornets on top. They're up by 1. And for anyone who thinks this game isn't about hard work.
Can't tell how many shots I've taken.
And as we know, Greg, Steph comes from a family of great shooters. It's in the blood.
But as you said, it's about the work. NBA players have had tons of kids. Most don't make it in this league. Steph is on his way to being one of the best to ever grace the hardwood.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Charlotte, Miles Bridges is out there with P.J. Washington. And there's Monk. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Biyombo at center. Wiseman's checked in for the Warriors. And then for Charlotte, Zeller, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Malik Monk. Graham finds Zeller. 6 to shoot. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Now there's the high basketball IQ of Zeller. He knows he's going to get whacked, but he turns it into an and one.
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Charlotte. All comes in for Devontae Graham. Pass to Rozier. There's the 3. Sinks the triple. Rozier's got 8 points.
This is Rozier at his most dangerous, using his agility to completely outwit the defender.
Stolen by Washington. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Hayward's running. He gets it in there. Ball's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hornets.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
Stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Pass to Zeller. Out to Hayward. Ball with a wide open look. And Wiseman comes to help. Washington. And at last, they get one to fall.
Well, this is the kind of teammate Zeller is, willing to give it up when he has guys open.
Up top, Curry. Rozier defending. Oubre against Hayward. Golden State moving the ball around. Clock at 4. Nice shot by Thompson.
Always got to be up on Thompson. I mean, he came into the league with a crazy weather.
Hornets leading by 5. Here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Another shot. Thompson with the rebound. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Green, no luck.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And a move Hayward perfected last season, coming to a full stop in the lane and hitting that little short jumper.
Yeah, Greg. I mean, he'd stop and defenders would just keep going. Every player uses different tactics to create separation. For Hayward, that became his go-to move off the bounce.
A shot by Hayward, wide open. Charlotte again missing.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be given here.
And it's blocked. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Count the basket. And that's now 9 points for Cody Zeller.
Alert play on the part of Washington. He's a much stronger player when he shows the type of awareness and unselfishness.
Oubre, good.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Thompson against Ball. Hayward kicks to Rozier. Back to Hayward. Shoots the three. That's good. And it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his third assist on the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
And the Warriors making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. Martin's checked in for the Hornets.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Ball, the pass to Rozier. And he makes that one. Rozier's got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Hornets. And, of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off-guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent.
Here's Ball, and Thompson sends it back.
Oh, he hasn't been much of a shot blocker in his career, but Clay denies that.
Still, plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Unable to get that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. On the wing, Thompson. To the inside. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Stephen Curry. Charlotte has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Zeller passes to Rozier. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And so explosive on his way to the rim. Rozier is skilled at knifing inside and hurting the defense.
Curry looking it over. And the pass to Green. On the wing, Wiggins. Back to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Taking the opportunity to explode to the bucket and punish the rim. Thompson, he'll take the easy ones when he can get them.
And the Hornets call time here. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And their conference matchup, they faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
And the Warriors with some changes. Chris comes in for Wiseman. And it's Eric Paschal in for Draymond Green. Graham inside the line. That one wide left.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And so invaluable to your offense to have somebody like Klay Thompson spacing the floor.
I've said it, and I keep saying it. The most underrated player in the league. He's shooting 42% from beyond the arc for his career now. But what's amazing is in 8 full years, he's never shot below 40 from 3 in one single season. And he'll lock you down on D. Few players, if any, can claim that.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Graham finds Washington. Monk with the ball, picked up by Thompson. And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, the defense can't let Washington get into a rhythm because once he gets going, he doesn't let up.
Pass to Chris. Curry against Graham. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And given his style, it feels like Curry could play as long as he wants.
Why not? The thing you never lose is your jump shot. Plus, Steph, he can beat you with instinct, awareness, rather than relying on his explosive athleticism. And if his team keeps their offensive style of play, he can play for forever. Now, Curry is everything you want from a superstar. A fearless competitor and just an incredible leader.
Here's Graham. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Graham against Curry. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
He's finally got into rhythm here in the second. His shooting percentage has taken a nice jump.
Graham, the pass to Washington. Dombo trying to break free, and that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Shot clock at 5. Bridges kicks to Graham. 3-pointer, Hayward, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Hornets lead by 2. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. They were...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Curry has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Weissman. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. That's the Warriors' 5. Here's Rozier. Weissman with the rebound. The Warriors trail. Wiggins drives in. That ties it up. Wiggins has got 8 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Now, here's Washington. He's guarded closely. Here's Rozier. Warriors with the rebound. Weissman's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wiggins drives in. Lays it up off the glass. 10 points for him. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys there were. So Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity. They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Ball up top. He's covered by Thompson. Over to the wing. Here's Washington. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
They needed that. I mean, they were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
Curry is inside. Rozier defending.
I mean, he's a former NBA scoring champion. Curry just shows us why. It's a terrific night for him.
Ball against Thompson. Ball feeling it out a bit. Washington passes to Rozier. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Yeah, and for Rozier, it's been this way all night, using his athleticism to get to his spots and making good on his opportunities.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Oubre's checked in for Thompson. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Bridges, he's checked in for Washington. The basket counts and 1 will go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. The Warriors have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Rozier with the ball. 15 points in the game. Bridges, no one around him. Goes back up. The kick out to Rozier. They get it back. Zeller. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Zeller's got 11.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
2 points. That one goes.
They are just killing him on the interior. And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action, we'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Curry with him. Bridges covering. The shot by Curry, no good.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training staff.
Oubre outside, and Curry has it in the corner. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now Graham. Pass to Monk for the 3. The shot misses. Warriors leading by 6. Here's Curry. Oubre outside. Monk grabs the board.
The bench was ready to erupt. Instead, look at him. They're hiding their faces in their top.
Timeout.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And one of the more explosive dunkers in the league. Monk seems to make a highlight reel play on a nightly basis.
Yeah, a flashy player as an amateur, and now as a pro. Monk has a 40-plus inch vert. That's right. Very few guys his size finishes the alley-oop the way he does.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Chris, he's checked in for Wiseman. And it's Eric Paschal in for Green. Pass to Biyombo. Knocked loose. Bridges dishes to Biyombo. And it's blocked. Here's Oubre. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact. And he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent, at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Down low, and Chris throws it down.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
And the Hornets call time here.
And last year, Pascal had to do more than probably was expected of him. But this year, a much different story.
Well, even in college, he played a more complementary role to the stars around him. Well, the Warriors have a lot of stars, and Pascal is really thriving in his role.
Here's Graham. Bucket is good. Graham's got 5. Warriors leading by 7. Now here's Oubre. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end. And he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
Graham with the bucket.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down hard.
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
And here is Graham. 7 points in the game. Takes a 3. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. 1:14 left in the third quarter. Curry from deep three-point land. Another 3 for Golden State. Here's Graham. Gambo trying to break free. Count it.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Oubre outside. It's good again and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Graham. The pass to Chris. Here's Pascal. Outside Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Hayward. He kicks it to Bridges. A 3 ball. Oubre pulls it in. And stolen by Graham. Here's Hayward. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. And it's 8 points for Gordon Hayward.
Love watching Hayward fight through the contact. You see the improved strength working for him.
Curry gets the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Monte Graham is out there with Rozier, and it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, P.J. Washington defines what it means to be a modern big. I mean, the hybrid label has been turned into a positive.
Here's Pascal. It's good. And the Warriors lead by 14.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Ball's checked in for the Hornets. Charlotte moving it around. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Ball against Oubre. Ball, no good. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 17-point lead, their biggest. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Free throw drops for Pascal.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And the Warriors with some changes. Wiseman's checked in for Marquise Chris. And it's Green in for Oubre. Rozier against Curry. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Warriors leading by 19. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Ball against Thompson. Ball, the pass to Rozier. Bridges with it. Here's Zeller. And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the game, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
There's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Bridges passes to Washington. Chalk up 2 there. Washington's got 19 points.
Strong inside play from Washington. I mean, he gets it to go in with the aggressive play.
Thompson. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Passes it to Bridges. Feeds to Zeller. Over Wiseman. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Thompson.
Well, you can't blame the defender. He was trying to be aggressive. But Zeller with just too much size and athleticism.
That one is no good. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that 3 is going to be vital.
Wiseman with the ball. He's against Zeller. Thompson is double. Here's Wiseman, and it's Golden State with another.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
The Hornets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. And the Hornets call time here. And we hear a player's attacking rehab. You know, Greg, by all accounts, Clay took it to another level.
He said he hadn't stopped working since the 3rd day after the NBA Finals. There was even some talk of him coming back toward the end of the year. But the Warriors quickly shut that down, knowing how much he means to this franchise.
McDaniels passes to Richards. Bazemore against Ball. You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view. You've gotten a front court view. You've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Martin. Golden State's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Here's Toscano. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Ball, the pass to Richards. Kicks it to Martin. Charlotte moving it around. 4 on the shot clock. There's Ball with the 3. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Malik Monk, he's checked in for Ball. And so Bazemore nails both of them. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, at least it feels like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday. And the shot goes down. Wiseman's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Martin against Bazemore. Richards, great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Toscano. Pass to Wanamaker. Swiped away. Oh, and here comes Monk all alone. And then Monk with the dunk.
Well, you got to keep tabs on where Monk is. I mean, he's crafty at using his speed to burn you in transition.
Here's Toscano. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone, not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And that one misses. Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball. And we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you could make a strong case for that. You go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot.
Yes.
I think, listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
Here's Martin. Got a hand on it. Here's Toscano. Off target at the rim. Graham surveying the floor. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
No, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the left wing. Martin against Bazemore. Pass to Wanamaker. Shoots over Graham. Gets to the corner and buries it.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do.
David, thank you.